Hi there, YouTube. Seeing as none of these gaming companies are intelligent in any way, I thought I'd do a quick little stream and discuss. Obviously, this isn't my opinion, but what would be the perfect game? What they would have to do to release a game that technically I wouldn't complain about. I'm currently playing Agony, if you're curious. This is close to what would be the perfect game. Getting close there. If I was to run off a list of what would be the perfect game, first of all, rule one, it's got to be uncensored. They can't go, oh, we can't show nudity because PG. We can't say this word because of PG. We can't show violence because of No. Nothing to be censored. Like, if I kill someone, I kill someone. If I swear at someone, I swear at someone. If I take all, if I spawn in like with no gear on, I have no gear on. None of this fucking horse shit of, no, you can't see that because we don't want you to. No. Give me unrestricted access. Number two would be an open world. Three, it would have to be a role-playing game of some sort, which means character customization is a must. Setting, slightly in the future, having guns, cars, NPCs, country area and city area, that kind of setting. Because I don't want a game like this one here where it falls short is it's all like enclosed. There's no cars, there's no open world and stuff like that. This is more of a linear game. I'm currently in a dungeon, so there's no open world in this part, but if you play the story, there are some sections that are slightly open. So it's got to be an uncensored, open world, roleplay, character customization. I don't want kiddie subjects, so none of this save a pony or I don't know, rescue a princess from a castle. It's like, I don't want that shit. I want, you know, mature stuff. I want, be a taxi driver. Go rescue some captives or chase down some criminals or something like that. And as I go through the list, what makes it even worse is there's a game that on the cover actually ticks all these boxes. Like everything. If what was on the disc or what was downloaded was actually labelled as, it would be a 10 out of 10 game. But the assholes at the company that released it, I just completely... there's no words to describe how much I dislike this company now. Like, I used to love this company, but now I have a massive disdain for them. I hate them more than I hate EA. And I dislike EA after them fucking up The Sims. Because The Sims 1, 2, and 3, 3 up until about a little over halfway through its lifespan, were great games. Then they brought out this, in brackets, Origin. And it's down the toilet. They screwed it. All these companies, Steam, Origin, Bethesda Launcher, Epic Game Store, the worst of them all, GOG. Sorry, I'm allergic to cunts. All these companies, it's like, don't bring out a launcher for your game. If I buy it on disc, I should be able to slide it in my console and play the damn thing. I shouldn't need, or my PC, I shouldn't need a third program running in the background just to play the game. Get stuffed. It's like, I am not signing up to a subscription or a launcher or anything like that. I don't need this shit on my PC or my console. Bring out your game, but let me put the disc in the drive and play the damn thing. So yeah, the perfect game for me, in my honest opinion, would be if they brought out... If Cyberpunk was released, and it was actually what it was labelled as, it would have been the perfect game. But, those fucking assholes... I'm sorry, YouTube, anything like that, but like, that's what they are. It's not, it is hate because I hate them. I used to love them. Within one game release, and 3 months of neglecting their customer base, and 3 months of lies, it's like, I actually loathe them. If I had somebody come up to my front door, knock, 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 hi, we are from, Project, CD Projekt, or CD Projekt Red, or GOJ, you're going to need an ambulance in my house. Because I am going to punch the living shit out of the little turd, say this is for fucking up the fucking release. And not performance, but it's the lies. Because I'm sorry, if you release a game and it's labelled as an uncensored, role-playing, mature, open world, right, which it is currently labelled as in the menus, on its box, it is, so when people say, turn around and go, oh, but what it was meant to be is actually changed. It's like, well, no, it's not. Like, they go, oh, it was labelled as uncensored back then, but they changed them. No, they didn't, because in the menu, it's still labelled as uncensored, but yet it's not. And of 3 months of trying to get customer service and getting told to fuck off, is like, if this was a year ago, the whole cyber attack that happened on it, I would have been jumping over on the freaking internet, offering them help and stuff like that. It's like, anything, let me know, types, that sort of thing. Like, but now it's like, I got no respect for them. Like, they can go get stuffed. It's like, no, I don't want like the cleaner of the office building, his details to be at risk, because he's got nothing to do with the douchebaggery. But everyone else is like, I'm sorry you got hacked, but like, I don't give a fuck. You screwed me over so badly, and you refused to give me my by law, rights to receive customer service, to get my correct and working product, you can get fucked. It's like, I'm never buying a CD Projekt product. That little red bird can burn for all I care. Right? The whole company is rotten. It's like, they can get stuffed. They are not getting a single cent out of me. And if anyone says, should I buy any of it, if I say, just say they come to me and say, oh, should I buy Witcher? Should I buy Cyberpunk? Should I buy Gwent? It's like, no. No. Stay away from it. And if they go, should I sign up to GOG? No. Do not sign up to GOG. The company is rotten to the core and should be burnt to the ground. It's just annoying that what would have been the perfect game, the 10 out of 10 game, an open world, roleplay, uncensored, character customization, it has cars, it has the open world, it's got country area, it's got city area, it ticks all the boxes. In the menus, all the boxes are ticked. On the cover, all the boxes are ticked. It's just a shame that they didn't print that game. And a lot of people are saying, I've seen a lot of YouTubers in like this saying like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is unplayable. No, it's not unplayable. It plays quite well. When I say quite well, I mean like GTA. um, any of the Call of Duties, just as well as any of them. Handful of extra bugs, but that's not where the issue is. The issue is, if you go to your local video game store and you pick up a cover of Forza Motorsport, you want to play a car racing game, so you go buy Forza Motorsport, bring it home, stick it in your console, on the disc, Forza Motorsport, on the cover, Forza Motorsport, you put it in and it plays Call of Duty, or Resident Evil, or Mario Kart. It's like, Mario Kart's close. Mario Kart's closer to Forza than what Cyberpunk is to Cyberpunk. But like, when you buy a game, because of its labelings, and when I say labelings, I mean Call of Duty is labelled as a first-person shooter. It's a PvP, first-person shooter. I want to say it's an on-rails PvP shooter, but they are a little better now. They're not all 100% on rails. There's slightly more open world. I still don't play them because they're skillless. And when I say skillless, I don't mean like not having skill will mean you'll perfect the game. There is a skill tree there. There is a learning curve and stuff like that. But it's whoever's got the best internet wins in those kind of games. So that's what I mean by it doesn't require skills. Like if I've got, let's just say someone's got 10 megabytes a second download speeds, and somebody's got a gigabyte download speeds, the person who's got the gigabyte download speeds, they're going to win the match. It's guaranteed. Unless that one with the 10 megabytes gets super friggin' lucky, it's going to be the high speeds. So that's what I mean by when I say skillless. Obviously, if you've got a good hand-eye coordination or accurate movements and stuff like that, then it could get you a little bit further. But if you've got slow speeds, you can be as good as you could be. It's not going to help, because somebody's got better speed than you. They are going to be, like, if you both pull up your guns at the exact same time and pull the trigger at the exact same time, the faster speeded internet is going to win. It's just a known fact. So when someone turns and says, oh, get some skills loser or something like that, and they've won purely because they got the better internet, it's like, that's not fun. But with games like the actual Cyberpunk 2077, not the one that they released, but the one that it's labelled as on the cover and printed on the cover as. I'm talking physical copies here, because the digital one you don't get a cover, so you can't go, oh, let's read the cover. But even that, like, you go to the menus. When you see a menu of black and white and colour, and you switch it to colour, and then you play the game and it's still in black and white, that's false advertising. That's not correct and working order. That is not the product you selected. That is what's happening with Cyberpunk. I go to the menus, select the game that I bought, and I get the game I didn't buy. And then when I try and get in touch with the company going, can I please get the game I purchased? It's like, get fucked. You gave us your money. We sold you a defective product, and not in performance. A defective product. We don't care now. Get stuffed. It's like, you were never, ever, like, even if they fix the game now, they're not getting my respect back, and I'm never buying their products again. They have sunk. To me, that company is sunk. It's like, if their whole company went into a black hole tomorrow, I wouldn't care. I'd be upset that our cleaner is now out of work because the building's disappeared, but I wouldn't care. If EA goes and disappears into a black hole, I'd care a little bit. Like, it's like, oh, we're not going to get the next Sims that could be good again. What's another company? Bethesda. Well, in a way, they kind of are disappearing, aren't they? Because Microsoft bought them. Technically, Microsoft are better than Sony or EA because they're not dissolving the company. Bethesda will stay Bethesda. And the next Elder Scrolls is going to be on all formats. So anyway, if anyone says, "Oh, the next Elder Scrolls is only coming on Xbox because Microsoft bought Bethesda," it's like, no. Bethesda had the agreement prior to the buyout that the next Elder Scrolls, I believe Starfield was also in this agreement, and I don't know about the next Fallout, but would be released on all four platforms. So that's Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. Probably the handheld, like whatever is after Switch. Because let's face it, the next Elder Scrolls, like everyone's going, oh, it's going to be soon. To be honest, I'm thinking, at a rough guess, it's going to be like 2025, 2027 before we get the next Elder Scrolls. I cannot see it coming anytime soon. And this is where like the whole perfect game thing comes into it as well. Like everyone's going, oh, back to Cyberpunk. Oh, I needed more time. No, it didn't need more time. It needed better management. And they go, oh, I'm surprised it runs on the base consoles. Well, no. Grand Theft Auto runs fine on the base consoles. Watch Dogs Legion runs fine on the base consoles. And they're all of roughly the same quality. So if anyone says, oh, it's so high-end quality and stuff like that, that they're surprised it runs on the base consoles, they're an idiot. And all these people that are going, the fanboys, as I call them, they're, especially on Twitter, defending CD Projekt Red for their, let's face it was a fuck up. Defending them, or that I'm an arsehole because I dislike CD Projekt now. It's like, well, hang on. If they gave me the game I bought, then I wouldn't hate them. And they're going, oh, you're just disappointed. Well, no, I'm not disappointed. The game the quality and the performance of the game that they gave me is what I was expecting. The frame rate, the graphics qualities, the gameplay mechanics and stuff. That's all roughly what I was expecting. The bit I wasn't expecting is to get a game that wasn't the game that I bought. So the only way, probably the only way I will ever have any sort of respect for this company is if I got, personally, I am sorry, and they actually gave me my product, then I might show a little bit of respect for them. But nowhere in God's green earth am I defending them or promoting them in any way. It's like, no, they can get stuffed. The closest to a perfect game company that I have ever dealt with that hasn't absolutely shat on their customer base, probably Volition. And they technically went bankrupt. They technically went under. They are now reborn as THQ Nordic. Because Deep Silver had the rights for a while. But yeah, that, admittedly, Agents of Mayhem wasn't a good game. It was not what all the Saints Row fans wanted. It was in the same universe. If you enjoyed that kind of game, it's quite a competent game. It was fun to play. It's just that the people who loved Saints Row wanted a Saints Row. and everything that made Saints Row wasn't in Agents of Mayhem, and that's why they didn't sell Agents of Mayhem that well, because that's not what the fans wanted. And they cared about that. They took that took that to heart, and they were trying to figure out, like, how can we fix this? But then you get companies like EA and stuff like that. They go, oh, it didn't sell well. Well, what we'll do is we'll put more transactions in it, and we'll make the money back through, I don't know, retextured outfits. Because let's face it, 90% of every DLC or microtransaction item, I look at you at EA with your soccer and basketball, or as the Europeans call it, football. What do they call it? Special squad or epic squad or whatever. I don't know what they call it. The one where you pay like $10 to get one little card and it's got a picture of a guy on it. It's like, yeah, you open that guy. Let's face it. Every single person in any of the FIFA or NBAs or anything like that, every single character that is made is based off one singular character. All they done is grabbed, for example, Michael Jordan. They would have grabbed Michael Jordan's face and plonked it over the top and re-sculpted the face a little bit. And if he's taller, just bump the slider up a bit. If they wanted to be fair to the customer base, they would just put the sliders in there and let you make Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal or whatever that guy's name is that passed away recently. I can't think of his name. The one that everyone in America was crying over because they all loved him. Like, give us the sliders. Give us what Sims 2 and Sims 3 had with the character creation. And let us create that character instead of charging us $10 for that character. Yeah, so let's top this off. The perfect game. Slightly in the future. Not necessarily zombies, because like zombies are fun and all, but like we want a normalish world. Think Grand Theft Auto or Watch Dogs Legion is close. It doesn't have the first person, third person swap in the character screen. It has no character customization and all that, so it's like ideally if they got Cyberpunk and released it the way they should have, like the way it's labeled, it would be it. But think Fallout 4 uncensored with cars. That could be like if Bethesda's if Bethesda announces tomorrow that they are releasing Fallout 4.5, even though Bethesda are greedy as hell, they're money hungry grabbers. Well, we don't know now what they're going to be like because Microsoft got them. But if they release tomorrow Fallout 4.5 and it was slightly bumped up textures, because the models, everything are fine. It's just the textures, some of the textures are a little iffy. Had cars, they done a bug fix, and they uncensored it, that would be pretty damn close to the perfect game. But to be honest, the perfect game is out there, but the company that released it turned off all the switches, and that is Cyberpunk 2077. If they've turned the switch, they're falsely censoring the game to uncensored, like it's supposed to be, and added in the missing content that is not in there, like the vehicle customization, and the apartment customization. Gave us a hairdresser and a tattoo place and a plastic surgeon. That would be the perfect game. But because the assholes over there don't care about the customer base, and I know that for a fact, they do not care about the customer base. They'll swear blind, we care about what you want and we care about the customers and stuff like that. It's like, hang on a second, 3 months, 5 days ago, 3 months, I tried to get in touch with customer support to get my product. I paid for a product. I received the incorrect product. I've been trying for 3 months to get the correct product, and they're refusing to give it to me. They're refusing to answer the customer support requests. That is not caring about your customer base. And some people go, oh, but there's like hundreds of thousands of people that are putting in customer support tickets. It's like, and it's like, if you get in touch with any other company, you'll get a reply going, yes, we hear your problem, and then they'll usually give a brief description of what's going to need to be done. What do you get from CD Projekt? A big fat fuck you. They do not care about their customer base, so therefore their customer base should not care about them. And just to clarify too, especially recently since this Grand Theft Auto 5 online, what are they calling it? Fully loaded and stuffed, or whatever they call it. I don't know. I don't care. It's like another Grand Theft Auto WoW or Next Gen's WoW. Like, who cares? I can hear all these people going, how dare they, with anger in their voice. How dare they charge $70 for the game? It's like, wait a minute. The game's going down $30 and you're complaining. Like, I know prices are different in different places, but like they're not saying $70 American or $70 Canadian. Just $70, how dare they? Well, hang on a second. Right now it's $100. So it's going down $30. So shouldn't they be happy? So the whole world, to be honest, is going to fucking shit right now. Politically correctness, not giving a stuff about anyone else, and big note in yourself is getting out of hand. Because let's face it, Ubisoft done it with Watch Dogs Legion Online. They said Watch Dogs Legion Online is coming out on the 9th. It didn't come out on the 9th. It came out on the 10th. And somebody on the other side of the planet's going to go, oh no, it came out the 9th for me. I said, yeah, for you. They never stated it's coming out on the 9th American. They just said the 9th, full stop, which means global release. Same with prices. People will go, oh, it's a $60 game, we expect $60 quality. It's like, hang on a second. Grand Theft Auto is not a $60 game. Grand Theft Auto is a $100 game. And people are going, oh, no, I can buy it for $60. I said, yeah, but where are you? Oh, I'm in America. I was like, yeah, so it's $60 American. And that also carries across to the other one that happened the other day. Something was announced, and they're going, oh, DayZ. It's coming out in spring. Well, okay. So it's coming out near Christmas time then. And then all the Americans are like, no, spring! I say, yeah, Christmas is in the hot weather. And then people will go, no, it's in the cold. I say, yeah, in America. Nowhere does it say spring America. It just says spring. Okay. I'm going to call it. Again, my perfect game would be Cyberpunk when they finally give me my actual Cyberpunk instead of this horseshit lies that they actually sold me. I'm going to go. catch you all later. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, and I'll catch you next time.